June is Pride Month in the US and dedicated to the celebration of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer culture and community. Pagan communities have long been an accepting, loving, and welcoming space for LGBTQ plus individuals. In general, pagan paths are open to supporting persons on their individual spiritual walk and much more open compared to the Abrahamic religions when it comes to sexual expression. Many deities across different cultures transcend rigid gender norms or embody queer aspects or are seen as gender fluid. Welcome to my channel. Celebrate pagan holidays as DEI friendly. I make videos on paganism and witchcraft. Back in the 1980s, when I was a young adult, I helped care for my cousin who was dying of AIDS. This impacted me greatly, and I was impressed by the love and support in his gay community. He would be happy I'm sharing this list of pagan deities that are gender fluid. Loki is probably the most familiar. Between Rick Riordan's books and all the movies, they get a lot of media publicity. Loki is the Norse god of trickery, change, chaos, and transformation. Loki is a shapeshifter, a god of mischief who changes form and gender at will. Loki was at times either mother or father to his human and non human children. In one myth, Loki becomes a mare, a female horse, has sex with a stallion, gives birth, and returns to a human male. Loki's son is the eight-legged horse Sleipnir, who became Odin's steed. Loki's fluid identity and resistance to being put in a box resonates strongly with anyone figuring out their identity. Loki had a daughter with the giantess Angerboda named Hel. She rules the underworld, one of the three afterworlds in the Norse religion. During the last battle, the citizens of Hel fight alongside Loki. If you're interested in learning more about following Loki, I have a free download on my website. The link will be in the description, and thank you for supporting my channel. Egyptian deity Hapi oversees the flooding of the Nile River, fertility, and abundance. Hapi is depicted as an intersex deity with both masculine and feminine traits. They can offer affirmation to those exploring and honoring the fullness of their gender. Traditionally, Egyptian villagers made offerings and sacrifices to Hapi during the flood season, including throwing amulets into the Nile River. We don't want to throw amulets into the water today because it can be pollutive and bad for marine animals. However, throwing coins into a fountain or growing some lotus flowers would be a good way to honor Hapi. Hermaphroditus is the Greek deity that symbolizes the unity of masculine and feminine, love and balance. The child of Hermes and Aphrodite, Hermaphroditus was merged with the nymph Salmacis into one androgynous being, embodying both male and female traits. Hermaphrodites represents the divine balance of masculine and feminine. Their symbols include the hair and the crystal associated with change. Labradorite, the stone of transformation. Labradorite is a great crystal for persons in the LGBTQ community. It's often associated with self-discovery, intuition, and the awakening of one's inner spirit, and is considered a guardian of your aura, shielding you from negative influences. Carry one in your pocket or wear it as jewelry. Next up, we have the Greek party boy Dionysus, or as he was known in Rome, Bacchus, the god of wine, ecstasy, freedom, fruitfulness, and vegetation, was always up for a good time. Bacchus, though male, is often depicted in a highly effeminate, androgynous way. He's associated with gender bending, ecstatic liberation, and spaces in ancient rites. He embodies joy, liberation from societal norms, and self-expression. His cult welcomed women, queer people, and the marginalized, creating a divine sanctuary of nonconformity. An ivy wreath was worn by Bacchus and his priestesses to represent fertility and prosperity. In the dancing of the revelers, it was tossed between them. Group dancing and music are essential. People from all walks of life come together to forget their social status and mundane jobs and celebrate what it means to be simply a human being. Express yourself. Lively discussions where people speak their minds openly and honestly are also part of the Bacchanalia. Mawu-Lisa is a deity who embodies gender fluidity and is a central figure in the West African Bohemian religion. Mawu-Lisa are considered a creator and merge deity, and sometimes twins, combining the female characteristics of Mawu, the moon, and the male aspects of Lisa, the sun. The duality of Mawu-Lisa emphasizes the importance of balance and harmony. Honor them by practicing yoga, meditating, or journaling about how to find more balance in your life. The Galli were the Roman priesthood of Sibyl, also known as the Great Mother, and her consort Attis. The Galli were eunuch priests of Sibyl, often dressed in women's clothing and took on feminine identities. Their spiritual roles were highly respected in ancient Rome and Anatolia. You can see in the picture of the tomb on the right that they were considered high-ranking persons. The Galli often raised money by practicing divination. One way to honor them is to explore and practice a form of divination that you find interesting. Inari Okami is a Shinto goddess. Sorry, I said that wrong. Inari Okami is a Shinto deity of agriculture, rice, prosperity, and foxes. Inari is a Japanese kami who appears in various forms, male, female, and androgynous. Their gender changes depending on the story or the region. Inari's messengers are foxes, often called kitsune, are seen as symbols of Inari's blessings and power. They are often depicted as pairs of statues guarding the entrances to Inari shrines. The kitsune are shapeshifters and tricksters who many change into humans. The element of water is a good one that you may wish to explore. Water flows, shifts, and changes form, just like gender can. Meditate near a stream or with a bowl of water. Water is tied to the moon, emotions, and the subconscious. Gender journeys can be emotional and sometimes painful. Water helps us process grief, joy, and everything in between. Visualize your gender flowing like water, free, unhindered, and natural. Since the beginning of human religious experiences, and in the multitude of cultures, myths, and folklore, we see stories of same-sex relationships and gender identity. I hope this inspires you on your own identity quest or helps you support a loved one on their quest. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a like and have a very witchy day.